talking about Caitlin Clark.
Nike finally decides to get into the Caitlin Clark business as they have officially revealed Caitlin Clark's signature CC logo.
Because finally, Nike has unveiled the signature CC logo, which features 2 C's.
You've been waiting for years for this. And after all the hype, Nike finally dropped the official Caitlin Clark logo. But they also dropped a bombshell with the outrageous price of her new merch. In this video, I'll give you my brutally honest first reaction, rank it against the best logos in the WNBA, and reveal what this means for her signature shoe. So you can decide if it's a win or a flop.
So it's finally here. It's finally here. The Caitlin Clark logo. I just realized I haven't even put on my light. But the logo is officially revealed, and I don't hate it. Like, it is what it is. That's all I'm going to say is it's a logo. One positive thing is at least there's t-shirts. There's already t-shirts that are in the coming soon section.
And this is where it gets scandalous. I think $40 for these t-shirts is absolutely scandalous. I mean, especially when you can find fan-made shirts for as low as $14.99 online. $40 for a simple t-shirt with a brand new logo on it is it's a lot.
Oh, why don't I make t-shirts for these? But as low as $14.99, you got t-shirts in a McTalk Superstore. I'm going to make more, though, by the way. I'm going to have a lot more out. But I think 40 is kind of scandalous.
And frankly, a lot of fans on social media have been saying the same thing. People are questioning if the price point is a direct result of that huge Nike contract. Are we paying for the logo, or are we paying for a piece of that $28 million deal? Fanatics, the official WNBA merchandise partner, saw a 500% spike in league merchandise sales in 2024, and one apparel brand, Homage, even saw a 900% jump in WNBA product sales in early 2024. So while the demand is clearly there, fans are also vocal about feeling priced out. We've seen an outpouring of comments on social media, with fans saying, "I'm not paying $40 for a cotton tee," and others arguing that the price point seems to be designed to capitalize on the fever, rather than celebrate the moment with the fans who have been there from the beginning.
Do I think this is the best logo in the world? Not really. Like, I think it's fine. I don't know what else you want me to say. It's fine. It's not a bad logo by any means. We've seen 100 times better logos. We've also seen 100 times worse logos than this.
To really understand why this is such a big deal, you have to look at the history of her endorsement with Nike. It actually started back in 2022 when she signed an NIL deal while she was still a college superstar at Iowa. But that was just the beginning. During her senior year, she was already a walking, talking brand with deals with State Farm, Gatorade, and even Buick. Her partnership with State Farm was especially notable as she became the first NCAA athlete and only woman to ink an endorsement deal with them. The ad she did with Jake from State Farm, where she's seen doing everyday things from the logo, were a huge hit and perfectly played on her courtside signature. Similarly, her Gatorade deal, which also included a $22,000 donation to her foundation, further cemented her status as a global brand. So when that Nike NIL deal expired, a massive bidding war began.
Adidas, according to Bleacher Report, thanks to them. So Adidas offered Caitlin Clark 4 years, $6 million, with her own shoe/sneaker included. Now,
we're talking about the most competitive shoe deal in women's basketball history. Adidas reportedly came in with a $6 million offer over 4 years, while Under Armour upped the ante with a whopping $16 million offer over 4 years, and both deals included a signature shoe. But in the end, Nike came in with a deal that blew everyone else out of the water.
it has just been announced that Caitlin Clark has signed an 8-year deal with Nike, and she's going to make $28 million and, of course, have her own signature shoe.
In April 2024, she signed a huge 8-year contract reportedly worth up to $28 million, making it the most lucrative sponsorship deal ever for a women's basketball player. That deal, for the first time, included the promise of her own signature shoe. The hype was real. Now let's get into the logo itself. A lot of people have been saying you can't do much with the letter C, but I think the more I look at this, the more it grows on me. At first glance, it feels like a high-end fashion brand logo, almost like it's a mix between Chanel and something more athletic. But when you look closer, there's more to it. There's a subtle C woven into the design, and some people have even pointed out that the angles and lines look like a basketball. I also think the design reflects her style of play. It's clean, it's sharp, and it's technical, much like her surgical, hyper-aligned shooting stroke. It's not a flashy logo, and that seems to fit her brand. When you compare it to other iconic athlete logos, like Michael Jordan's Jumpman or Tiger Woods' intertwined T and W, this C logo holds its own. It's abstract, but memorable, and it's designed to be timeless. It's not just a logo for now, it's a logo for a legacy. But I have to give a shout out to the fan community. Before the official logo dropped, we saw a ton of amazing concepts, some that even incorporated her iconic jump shot. They were more literal, and I think a lot of people were hoping for something more in that lane. But I appreciate that Nike went with something more abstract and timeless. It's not a bad logo by any means, but is it the best in the WNBA? Let's find out. If you're going to ask me where I rank this in WNBA logos, for me, number 1 is Sabrina's. It is absolutely S tier. The way it incorporates the S and the I is just so smart, and the design is versatile enough to work on anything. Number 2, I'm giving Angel Reese. I don't care what you think about Angel Reese, this is an objectively good logo. It's bold, it's strong, and it perfectly captures her persona. Number 3, I'm giving to Caitlin Clark. It's just not as good as the other two, but it is 1,000,000 times better than what's coming in at number 4. Number 4 is Breanna Stewart's, or the logo for her Puma shoe. It's clean and modern, but it's a little too simple for me. I think it's a little bit of a missed opportunity, but it's still good. 5 is Aja Wilson's logo. I'm sorry, but this looks like a bottle opener. There's no question about it. It's a nice idea, but the execution just falls flat for me. Now, speaking of Angel Reese, you can't talk about Caitlin Clark without talking about their rivalry. This is a story that has transcended basketball and become a cultural phenomenon, and it's arguably the single biggest reason why the WNBA has seen this massive surge in popularity. Their history goes all the way back to their AAU days, but it truly exploded on the national stage in the 2023 NCAA championship game. You all remember it. Angel Reese and her LSU Tigers defeated Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes, and in the final moments, Reese did the "you can't see me" taunt, pointing to her ring finger right in front of Clark. The internet went into a frenzy. Fans took sides, and Reese was cast as the villain. But what many people forget is that Caitlin Clark herself defended Reese, saying it was just a part of the competitive nature of the game. That narrative of intense on-court competition and off-court respect has carried over into the pros. Their rematch in the 2024 NCAA Elite Eight drew a record-breaking 12.3 million viewers, making it the most-watched women's college basketball game of all time. Now that they're both in the WNBA, the rivalry has only intensified. Every time the Fever and the Sky play, it's a national event. Fans are filling arenas, and the TV ratings are through the roof. It's no longer just a college rivalry, it's a driving force for the entire league. Whether it's a hard foul or a technical, every interaction between them gets dissected and debated for days. But both players have consistently said that it's all about competition, and they have mutual respect for each other. This is a rivalry that's been compared to Magic Johnson versus Larry Bird for its potential to elevate the sport. While the fans might take sides, it's clear that this dynamic is a huge part of the WNBA's new era. And now, let's talk about the most exciting thing. The rumor is that the signature product is dropping in 2026. The signature shoe is dropping in 2026? For me, I don't think that makes much sense. It feels like a year too late, but we have to admit it's something. It's greater than nothing. To truly appreciate this moment, you have to look at the history. For years, women's signature shoes were a rarity. Cheryl Swoops was the first in 1995 with the Nike Air Swoops. Then came Lisa Leslie, Rebecca Lobo, and a few others. But for over a decade, there was a drought. The sneaker market shifted away from women's signature shoes in the early 2000s, with brands focusing on male athletes. It took a long time for the industry to course correct, but we finally started to see a shift when Breanna Stewart broke the streak with Puma, followed by Sabrina Ionescu and Elena Della Donna with Nike. Now, Caitlin Clark is about to join that legendary club. It's a huge deal, and it's a statement that brands are finally willing to invest in women's basketball at the highest level. The question is, what will it be called? What will it look like? Will it be more of a low top like Sabrina's or a high top like Stewart's? Will it have a sleek, modern look that matches the logo, or will they go with something more retro? The possibilities are endless, but the wait is going to be tough. We can complain all we want about Nike disrespecting her over the years, and they did. Her own boyfriend, Connor McCaffrey, was tweeting about it. But we have to look at the bigger picture. The Caitlin Clark effect is a real thing. Since she entered the WNBA, TV viewership is up, attendance has skyrocketed, and merchandise sales have gone through the roof. Her playoff debut drew 1.8 million viewers, which is more than the average for last year's WNBA Finals. Her regular season games averaged more than double the viewership of other WNBA games. This isn't just about a logo or a shoe, it's about a seismic shift in women's sports. The league just broke its single-season attendance record that stood since 2002, and it's not even the end of the season yet. Attendance has been up 13% per game, with a 156% increase in sold-out games compared to last season. In fact, a game against the Washington Mystics drew 20,711 fans, the highest ever attendance for a regular season WNBA game. The Caitlin Clark effect is also having a massive impact on the league's new media rights deal. The WNBA is in the process of negotiating a new 11-year deal that could be worth a staggering $2.2 billion, dwarfing the previous deal. This is Nike's way of finally acknowledging that this is a moment, and they want to be a part of it. The brand that has historically been criticized for not fully investing in women's basketball is now giving one of its biggest stars a long-term deal and a signature product. So yeah, the more I look at this logo, the more I actually don't hate it. It's a good thing we're finally seeing Caitlin Clark get her own logo and a signature shoe in the works. But what do you think? Drop your logo rankings in the comments below. Did Nike get this right, or is it a major miss? And what should they call her signature shoe? I'll see you in the next one.